Genoa, Italy. And he was touted as a leading conservative among Roman Catholics, and he was actually he was at one point in line to replace Pope John Paul II, but he ended up not doing that. He published 10 rules about how to deal with Satan's temptations. I'm going to give you the first 3. I really like what he wrote. First 3 rules for dealing with Satan's temptations. Do not forget the devil exists. Do not forget the devil is a tempter. Do not forget the devil is very intelligent and astute. Again, I'll say it again. Do not forget the devil exists. Do not forget the devil is a tempter. Do not forget the devil is very intelligent and astute. And he goes on to list the rest of the 10. You know he was condemned for saying that? Not by the Roman Catholic Church. But there was a theological study center in Milan. And the students in the study center came out against this priest. And they said, that's old-timey thinking. You're trying to take us back to the medieval ages. They claimed that we should look to the human psyche rather than diabolical beings to explain evil. To attribute the guilt to the devil could encourage people to be irresponsible, is what they said. They said, if you try to tell people that it's the devil that's causing all this, that tells people to be irresponsible. Well, guess what? We've been telling people for 2,000 years that the devil is out there and he's causing problems, and people were irresponsible then. Since we've been telling them the devil's not there, they've gotten 400 times more irresponsible. Right? Up until about 100 years ago, the belief in the devil was regular. And you know what? People were irresponsible. But for the last 100 years, we've been telling people, no devil, he's not real. And guess what? People have gone nuts. People have gone crazy. So don't tell me that eliminating the devil eliminates irresponsibility, because it doesn't. They have made a wrong deduction. But this debate that was happening in Milan reflects a wider argument in Christendom. Is the devil a real being, or is he a symbol? That's the question. Because nobody questions the fact that evil has a name. We call evil the devil, or Satan, or demons, or whatever. But they ask the question, is that devil, is that a real being? The Bible gives an unambiguous answer. In fact, I want to take you to a few verses. If you want to hold your place in Revelation, that's cool. Let's turn together very quickly to 1 John. Only a couple books to the left. Everything's to the left because Revelation's left. But it is a couple books to the left. Go over to 1 John chapter 3. Look at verse 8. 1 John chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, whoever makes a practice of sinning is of the devil. For the devil has been sinning from the beginning. The reason the Son of God appeared was to destroy the works of the devil. 3 times the word devil is used there, and you notice that each time the word devil is used there, it's speaking of a person. Read it again. Whoever makes a practice of sinning is of the devil. Now somebody could say, well, that's just, they're of the spirit of evil. They're of the idea of evil. Okay, go to the next one. For the devil has been sinning from the beginning. How can an idea sin? How can a thought or a symbol sin? It can't. But a being can sin. And it says the devil's been sinning from the beginning. This is called reading in context. It's called using syntax to understand when we're talking about nouns and verbs and symbols and different things like that. It's how to determine what you're reading about. It says the devil has been sinning from the beginning. A symbol can't sin, but a person can. Going further, it says the reason the Son of God appeared was to destroy the works of the devil. Imagine if you said the devil was a symbol of evil, and you replaced the word symbol of evil. How dumb would this sound? Whoever makes a practice of sinning is of the symbol of evil. For the symbol of evil has been sinning from the beginning. The reason the Son of God appeared was to destroy the symbol of evil. Does that make sense? Goes contrary to the context, syntax of the passage, right? So that passage is one of many. Let's go to another. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 18.